English League podcast. Some beginners with class. Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to another episode of English League podcast. You go to English podcast for learning English and living in life. I'm Erin. I'm Evan. I'm super excited to hang out with fans today and trust that it's going to be both fun and relatable. As always, we here not just help you learn English, but also share the real life stuff we pick up along the way. So, Evan, let me ask you this. Have you ever had a moment where you just taught your lessons right on the spot? Oh yeah, more than once. Or I remember thinking I could fix my thinking on one by watching the 5 video online. Big mistakes. Waters everywhere. I ended up calling a plumber and apologized to my floor. Uh, that's just a classic. I once stayed up all night before an exam thinking of studying everything last minute. Guess what? I was so tired I could barely remember my names. I learned the answers. Lesson learned. Sleep is not optional, right? Sometimes we think of being smart and life like nice trying. That's the thing. We are learning this like all the times, even the small stuff. That's so true. Some lessons are funny, some are a little painful, but they all teach something important. And that's what we're talking about today. Life lessons we learn, the easy ways, the hard way, and everything in between. And don't forget, we created a free PDF guide for today's episode back with the key takeaways, comprehension questions, a grammar practice to help you apply everything we shared today. You find the link in the description. Grab in the make the most of the episode. It's a great way to review and practice your own pace. And don't forget to stick around in the end for Charlotte's vocabulary section. She breaking down some immediately English words and phrases from today's chat, so you can sound smooth and confident in your English conversations. Alright, let's dive in. Let's get ready for some real talk. I feel like mom and hey, maybe I'm story too and never admitted it out loud before. You know I'm all in. Let's start with the one hits home for many of us. Failures in the end is just a detour. It's so easy to feel defeated when the number can't wait to be played. Yeah, and I've learned that failures often teach more than success. Or I didn't get the job I really wanted. I felt like that wasn't good enough. But that experience forced me to improve my skills, rethink my approach, and when I eventually did hire so I was better prepared, right? And here's the thing. Failures help identify our gaps and build realism. It shifts our mindset from why me to what can I do to this. Sometimes I even open doors we never considered. It's about perspective. And after building something in failures, we can see at the journey a step, not a stop. Mhm. I could agree more. What feels like an end at the moment is often a just lesson in disguise. It's like ways of saying wrong turn. But here's the better road. When it shifts how we see failure, we stop holding us back and start moving with more. Totally. And speaking of things that hold me back, let's talk about comparison. It's one of those quiet traps we are falling to, especially when we start measuring our rank everyone else highlight reels. Yes, comparison just slow you down. It steals your peace. I definitely have moments where I felt stuck, not because I wasn't doing enough, but because I'm too busy looking at everyone else's. I hear you. There were times when I scroll through social media and see people landing dream job, traveling the world, or achieving a huge milestone. And I sit thinking, am I doing enough? Am I falling behind? Exactly. And the truth is, we don't see the whole story. People share the best moments, not the struggles or bad days. But when we compare, we forget that, and it affects how we see around progress. What really helped me was the shifting focus from what they doing to what I'm doing matters to me. Once that appreciates my own journey, the pressure to measure up to fade. And it's important to remember that everyone's timeline is different. Just because someone achieved something before you doesn't mean you're behind. It just means your path is yours, and that's okay. So if you're listening and feels like you're not where you should be, take a breath. You're not in a race. You're in your own lane. That's exactly where you need to be. That actually time makes no point because sometimes the things we need most is to get a step out lane, especially when it's too comfortable. Yes, growth begins where comfort ends. I think we all like feeling safe, knowing what to expect, stick to routines, but nothing really changes with staying up in space too long. Absolutely. I remember when I was offered the chance to lead a team project. My first reaction, no, that's not me. I was afraid of myself. But I decided to push myself and say yes. It was challenges for sure. Rapid growth ways we expect. That's real growth. It's really comfortable at first. I have a similar moments. I was too and fully forward. I didn't know anyone. Everything felt unfamiliar. And I questioned equal a loss. But over time, I built confidence, meeting amazing people, and realized how much I'm capable of. The thing is, stepping out the comfortable zone to happy here. It can be small stuff. Try something new, speaking of the meeting, setting a goal, and feels like rich, right? And the more you're doing, the more you're comfortable you'll spend. That's the power of growth. You start with the ability you could see before. So here's something to think about. When was the last time you did something uncomfortable, something that challenges but help you grow? That's where the magic happens. And as we grow and try new things, we realize that something else. We solve or we get lost for it. Not everyone going to cheer someone. That's okay. This one to make a step. Not everyone like you, and honestly, and that's a good thing. For a long time, we tried to be agreeable to make sure everyone was happy with me. Same here. I used to say yes to everything, even when I didn't do, just avoid disappointing people. But all of this will leave me feeling drained and worse being true myself. Exactly. And here's the things. When we try to please everyone, we end up losing ourselves in the progress. We start making decisions based on what others expect, what we actually want. Over time, I learned that better to be real and have a few people truly accept you than to be liked by everyone for someone you're not. Be authentic might not please everyone, but it gives you peace. Letting go and need for approval is powerful. It's allow you to set boundaries, be honest, and focus on what truly matters to you, not just fitting into someone else's expectations. If you feel like not enough for someone, just remember you are enough. You don't have to twist yourself to fit into its ideas who you should be. And speaking of taking care of yourself, and this lesson is something we often overlook, like we get busy, but it's crucial. Absolutely. Health is wealth. We hear it often, but many of us only really understand we need to push yourself, ourselves for and start in impact. I have a temper of working long hours, barely sleeping, skipping meals, all the names of productivities. I thought I was being efficient, but in reality, I was running on empty. Same. I used to think rest was something I could earn after finishing everything. But there's always to do, and that mindset just led to burnout. I wasn't able to give my best anything because I was constantly exhausted. We sometimes hustle equals success. But if your body and mind are worn out, success won't feel fulfilling. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. Now I make time for rest, movement, healthy habits. Even life is busy. And you know what? I actually yes that clearly. I feel better and think me clearly. It's about balance. We can still chase goals, but we have to take care of ourselves along the way. Your health is the foundation for everything else. Evan, have you noticed something? What's worse? We've been absorbed in today's topic, sharing this on live talking. We didn't realize how long this episode getting. Wow, time really does find conversations this good, right? Okay, folks, we still got amazing points left to share, but we're going to save for our next episode. We don't overwhelm you and go. Yeah, we want you to have time to really think about these lessons and maybe reflect on your own. So don't worry, we'll be back soon with part two of conversations. But before we wrap up, we tap for your favorite parts. Let's hand it over to the vocabulary section. Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte, and here's some immediately for English words and phrases from today's episode to help boost your vocabulary understanding. Perspective, the way you see or think about something. Example, change your perspective. You can use failure as different. Resilient, meaning the ability to recover quickly in the difficulty of challenges. Example, after losing the game, the team showed resilience by training harder and winning the next match. Detour, meaning a different or longer way to get a place, often due to a blocked path. Example, we took a detour through an ecosystem because the main road was closed. Disguise, meaning something that hides the true appearance or nature of something. Example, he wore a hat and sunglasses and disguise so no one would recognize him. Milestone, meaning an important achievement or point in progress. Example, graduate from university was a major milestone in her life. Falling behind, meaning not keeping up with others in progress or work. Example, I missed a week of classes and now I'm falling behind in my study. Holding back, meaning to stop yourself from doing something or expressing something. Example, she holding back her own opinion during the meeting because she feels nervous. Crucial, meaning extremely important or necessary. Example, it's crucial to drink enough water when you're exercising. Impact, meaning a strong effect or influence on something. Example, her speech had a powerful impact on an audience. Productivity, meaning the amount of work done in a certain period of time. Example, taking short breaks during the day can actually improve your productivity. Authentic, meaning real, true, or not fake. Example, people appreciate authentic leaders who are honest and genuine. Disappoint, meaning to make someone feel sad because you didn't meet expectations. Example, he doesn't want to disappoint the parents, so he's studying hard for exam. Foundation, meaning the base of beginning of the strong or important. Example, trust in the foundations of any healthy relationship. Run up active, meaning to continue working or functioning with all energy left. Example, I've been so busy this week, I'm running on active and need a break. Exhausted, meaning very tired. Example, after a long hike, we are completely exhausted and just want to rest. Hustle, to work hard, often weekly and energetically. Had to hustle to finish the projects before the deadline. Chase, meaning to rush after something or try hard to achieve something. Example, he's chasing his dream of becoming professional musician. Drained, meaning feeling very tired or without energy. Example, after working all weekend, I feel completely drained on Monday. Burnout, meaning a state of extreme physical or mental tiredness caused by overwork. Example, too much stress and no rest can lead to burnout, so it's important to take care of yourself. That's first for today. Try using this work by own conversations. And remember, you can review in the PDF and guide link to the description. See you next time. Thank challenge those work are super helpful. And remember folks, practice make progress. And don't forget to grab your free PDF guys if you haven't yet. It's got today key takeaways, grammar practice, and vocabulary exercises to help you grow even more. Alright, we see you in the next episode with more life lessons, more insights, and of course, more ways to boost your English. Take care, stay curious, and keep learning. Catch you next time on the NHถี่podcast. Bye for now.